Good morning, listener, and welcome to your breakfast show on Coal City 929 FM, Radio Nigeria, Enugu. As the year winds down and the festive breeze sweeps across our homes, our markets, our transport hubs, and of course, the digital space, one thing becomes very clear. The holidays bring joy, but they also bring opportunities for fraudsters. From fake online vendors to too good to be true investment schemes, from phishing messages to bogus charity appeals, scammers intensify their tricks during the Ember months and festive period, targeting innocent people who just want to shop, travel, send gifts, or support loved ones. So today we are shining a big bright light on avoiding festive scams, how to protect yourself from fraudsters this season. And to help us unpack this, we have joining us all the way from Poolsville, Washington State in the United States, Mr. Emeka James Madu, security consultant and founder of DOM Global Support Foundation. He has been involved in security advisory, community safety, education, and fraud awareness campaigns. Mr. Madu, good morning and welcome to the show.
It's my pleasure to be here on your radio station again today. My name is Emeka James Madu, a security consultant living in Poolsville, Washington State.
Okay. Every year we hear one alarming story or another, someone losing their Christmas savings to an online vendor who never existed, travelers falling victim to fake booking platforms, families receiving phishing SMS about failed deliveries, or people donating to fake charity appeals in the spirit of giving. It also feels like as we prepare to celebrate, scammers prepare to operate. From your experience in security consulting, why do scam cases increase so much during festive seasons, especially among Nigerians both home and abroad?
Your question says, why do scammers take advantage of citizens during this period or generally? I will say one of the things that I teach and I tell my clientele and tell people about this period is that because of the prevalence of it's a time of gifting and a time of doing all kinds of things, there's bound to be high spending because you're trying to buy gifts, family members trying to pay for travels, trying to do all those things, and so therefore you run online to do some of those things what we go to do and not taking recognize of where you are going. So these scammers beckon on your vulnerability because they know you're going to spend so much money to be spent. Yeah, you're going to pay much attention to details, so they all create all kinds of things for you and make you become that. At some point in time you begin to have things like emotional vulnerability which they don't really care about, which are things that they do. And they know because you're going to be trying to buy all the gifts from online vendors, not taking charge of trying to see if it's real or not. And donations you're going to be trying to go to, let me go give this charity, let me give this foundation, and you reduce adequate attention to some of these things. So they tend to beckon on it, and that's what they take about your vulnerability. So I advise that in this period, people tend to take advantage of all this by creating all kinds of dodgy and fishy websites that just try to latch on people to take away their hard-earned resources. So it's not about not having a real existence of ones, but it's a time for you to sit down and retrogress. Think about some of the things you want to do. Don't do things in a hurry because you want to try and do it and run out of time or things like that. Pay adequate attention to what you're doing.
And these scammers are getting more creative every year. Sometimes you look at the social media pages and everything seems legit. The pictures, the customer reviews, even the WhatsApp chat can feel so convincing. For someone listening to us right now, preparing for Christmas shopping or planning to travel, what are the most common scam methods they should watch out for this festive period? Are we talking online vendors, ATM and POS fraud, romance scams, urgent money tricks, or something more recent?
One of the very foremost scam methods that really exists these days in a time like this is that you have fake online vendors, dodgy websites that you don't really pay attention to. There might be a clone of the original website, which obviously because of the rush to get everything done and because of the price differential, they put a lot of funny prices. People tend to run up there, even talk about even the fake travel agencies trying to book up online tickets and everything like that, or create vacations for you because it's your festive period. You're not paying attention to it. So and they created all kinds of fishy websites. Fishy websites are like dodgy websites that they have that when you click on it, it takes you it redirects you to a false website which you're not paying adequate attention to, and you're going to put in your details, and they will all be scammed. And that's part of the thing. You don't fake charity, fake investment. You remember the time of MMM and the rest of them. All those things are like, these are the fake things that people don't really pay attention to. They go into it because they look at the vulnerability of humans and take advantage of the fact that people are scrambling to see how they can get little extra resources to add to whatever they have, or maybe they didn't do things right. They just want to latch upon it and get onto it. That's one of the things. And even also, at the end of the day, the popular one is the romance scam. Because people are desperate in search of love, they go into all kinds of websites, go into meet all kinds of people, and get all in that scenario. So these are different methods that we all have to pay attention. Even accounts get hijacked. People hijack your Facebook account, hijack your social media account. You know, these are things that you have to. Even in my email, I have a suspended delivery. If I was like someone not paying adequate attention, I would have clicked on it, but I went to the email and checked it and discovered it was a fake one. So please, at this point, take time. Don't be so much in a hurry to do everything you want to do. Pay adequate attention to it.
Now, social media has become the marketplace of choice. Instagram, Facebook Marketplace, TikTok shops, etc. But it has also become the playground of fraudsters. People receive direct messages, DMs like promo ends today, pay to secure your order, or messages claiming your package is waiting for clearance. Some even clone real business pages to deceive customers. So let's break it down for the listener. What are the key red flags online shoppers should never ignore when dealing with vendors or receiving strange messages this season?
Wow. In this era that we have got into the era of Facebook market, social media places, a lot of scammers tend to latch upon it and get onto it and use it as a bait to get up with clients. And because they know that you're not going to pay much attention to it, everything appears to be real. Like when I go to buy cars or look up things in marketplaces, now I just don't look at the product because the price might sound cheap. And I'm going to verify the customer to see where he has listed such postings. Sometimes you see a customer that has listed a posting in your state, in another location, and different locations, same product being listed in several places. That's a very funny and dodgy one. So if you don't pay attention to that, that will be one of the reasons why you will get trapped in this era. So whenever you're on social media trying to do it, everything might appear to be nice and good. They give all kinds of funny discounts and all kinds of big things. But if you can sit back, relax, take out time to at least check some of the things they do, their activities on social media, verify some of the products and some of the things they do, apply caution when you're shopping online. Don't just go and just because you see a product you like, you click on it and you run up to it. There could be a fishy website. So do not do things in a hurry when you're online. Always be concise. Be sit down, relax, review it again and again and again. Always give it a second thought.
Okay. This period, Nigerians travel a lot by air, by road, and by public transport. And we have seen cases of baggage theft, fake transport agents, fraudulent ticket websites, and even people posing as helpers at bus parks or airports. So what should travelers watch out for to keep themselves and their belongings safe while traveling this festive season?
Travel tips that I might give, or security tips that I may give in this festive period. One of the first things I recommend for people to listen to my voice right now is that, first of all, you got to verify the transport website you visit. You got to be very, very careful because of dodgy websites that people don't really not aware of, because of they know that this is a time and season where there's going to be a high volume of travel, and there's that mad rush of people trying to get to their destinations or try to book their flight early or whatnot. So people jump into all kinds of nefarious websites, all in a bid to get that. Consult fake agents. People come up as phony agents. You think you're dealing with the right agent, but you don't know you're dealing with the fake one. So, but in all this, in every tip that I give, I always emphasize one thing that is very important, and that basic thing is do your due diligence. Pay adequate attention. It's very, very important. Do not be in a hurry to do anything. Likewise, when you call to book your appointment, book your hotel reservations, or wherever your Airbnb or wherever you're choosing to stay, be very, very discreet and be able to confirm some of the certain things, and do not disclose everything. Your itineraries to your people, the hotel that you go into, or the Airbnbs and everything. You just give them the basic thing you need to give to them. In terms of your luggages, you got to be very careful. Always articulate, have it marked properly so that you keep it. You'll be able to know what your luggage is, and when you see them, even someone else moves them. And be very careful. Be a close proximity to your luggages wherever you're out there traveling. Do not leave your items unattended to, because at this time people are vulnerable. You might just say, let me turn around to use the red loo or do something. Your bag is gone, and what are you going to do at that point in time? So I encourage everybody to pay more adequate attention, and this is not the time to look for, hey, help me. Then avoid all those people. Those people are potential threats to you. Pay adequate attention to your surroundings and what you do. Thank you very much.
Okay. Money movement increases heavily in December. Transfers, ATM, withdrawals, POS, payments, and that's when fraudsters strike hardest. We have heard of ATM card swapping, fake POS operators, and phishing calls pretending to be from the bank. Help our listener understand what are the smartest steps anyone can take to protect their money from bank-related or POS fraud during the festivities.
One of the things you got to be careful about in this season again is when you go out there to use the POS machines or ATM machines, always be very observant of your environment. There are very key things you got to be. Even to the POS machine operator may be a victim, not knowing. So you got to pay adequate attention. What we call on security awareness is be conscious at every time in everything you do. Do not just go and let your guards out because you think you know the person. You may know the person, but the person may not have a ulterior motive, but whoever may have put the person there may have a ulterior motive, or you don't even know if that's a phony person. So I always indulge and I ask my people and clients and possible people listening to me, pay adequate attention. Always inspect machines, shield your PIN, just normal thing. Card awareness, where you leave your card, who leaves you, sees your card, and who do not see your card. When you're inspecting the machines, always ensure that your transaction is actually what is printed out, and make sure you cancel out anything that needs to be cancelled out. Choose a very secure locations when you want to use the ATM, regardless of what time it is. Sometimes thefts happen during the day, scammers are out there during the day, and knowing that this is the time that everybody's rushing up trying to pick up or cash or whatever, try to do a transaction because of the prevailing things. So I will always recommend to my clients and possible listeners, let your guards be up. If your guards were up by 4%, by 50% before, now it should go by almost 90%, because this is the time and season where things go wrong.
Okay, if you are joining us on Breakfast Show, Coal City FM, we are talking about avoiding festive scams, how to protect yourself from fraudsters this season. And guest is Mr. Emeka James Madu, security consultant and founder, Dump Global Support Foundation. We stream live at www.coalcityfm929.net.ng. Mr. Madu, one interesting thing about scams is that they don't always rely on technology. They rely on human emotion. Fraudsters prey on urgency, kindness, fear, excitement, and even guilt. A lot of people fall victim because they feel rushed or pressured. So how can people train themselves to recognize emotional manipulation and avoid making impulsive decisions that scammers capitalize on?
One of the things I always refer to when it comes in terms of recognizing and resisting emotional manipulation is just being able to be yourself, first of all. When they throw in things, when they like coming with things that you don't seem to understand or trying to manipulate you in using all kinds of funny languages or things, you have to be in control. You got to take charge. And how do you take charge of it? When they put like pressure of urgency, fear, or throw in some kind of an exciting things about it. When something is too sweet to be true, you got to be very careful about it. These are the areas that you already put so much pressure on you and say, hey, you got to do it now. Or please, I will advise at that point in time. Once they are throwing in all these things, all you now do is pretend to be listening and pause, stop, and rethink and say, okay, let me deduce this, let me understand what they're saying. Keep the pressure down. Don't give into it, because when you give into it, they can run wild with all those things and try to throw all their manipulative skills, and learn to ask critical questions, and that would help you out, Like you can start from the beginning. What did you say? What's your name again? If you would like an online call, or somebody calls in, or customer care calls you, what's that name? What's that your name again? Little things like that. You can throw them off balance. Oh, but I thought you said your name is Emeka. How come you said your name is Peter? Oh, you're now beginning to throw. He will now trying to balance. Oh no, that was you're indirectly taking charge of it, because you're composing yourself and trying to understand the situation. Don't just give in and never do things in a hurry, because a lot of people get their phones hacked because they call you in the middle of an activity and you want to quickly respond. Please take time, relax, and chill and respond.
Now, despite all warnings, people still fall victim, sometimes out of desperation, sometimes out of trust, and sometimes simply because the scam was too sophisticated. For anyone listening who has already been scammed or suspects they are being targeted, what immediate steps should they take to protect themselves and possibly recover their money?
Again, I want to say this to all listeners, anyone out there listening on this radio show. I want to beg you and say, if you have been fallen victim of this, please share your story with people around you. They will learn from your experience. And two, another thing you should always do is, in a case like this, report the case to the authorities, to the financial institutions. So when people take record of this, they begin to work out ways and how to prevent such from the next person fallen victim. That's one of the things that are always people. And constantly, if you're an online user who uses a lot of things online, if you're not so sure about your password, if you think your password has been compromised, please, from time to time, it's encouraged that you change your password to things that you can remember, and do not keep using the same thing as password. That could cost you anything. If you always check your account balance, like if you have an account online, always check your account balance to be sure of what you're doing, so you're able to know when things are not abnormal, and learn to keep documentation in everything you do. Just keep all the paperwork and everything, just in case they want to track these perpetrators of this act. So that's part of the things I'm going to advise everyone listening out there. Stay safe.
Mr. Madu, as we wrap up, this is a season of joy, celebration, travel, giving, and spending time with loved ones. What would be your final advice to Nigerians this festive season on staying safe, staying alert, and preventing fraud?
As we head into the Yuletide season, And as a wrap up in this awareness that I'm trying to create, I want to be inform everyone, and I let everyone know that being security conscious is your ultimate goal you have today. If you have not learned anything, be aware of your environment. Be aware of everything you do from the break of dawn to the time you go back to bed, even while you sleep. You got to be aware of your environment, things you do, people around you. There's a popular saying, and I always advocated for this: see something, say something, and the security will do something. Don't worry about them not responding, but say something. When you share intelligence, when you share information, it gets out to the right people. It may not necessarily be who you think will reach out to come for your aid, but somebody will help you out at that time and help save others from being victims of the same situation. So it's the Yuletide season, and in this season it requires a lot of festivity activities going on, family members trying to recoup, trying to join back and everything. Just be smart, be upright, be conscious of your environment. What's by your left, what's by your right, what's in front of you. And if you go, those of us going to be traveling, be very observant on the road as you travel. Even as you board your flight, be very, very conscious of where you are, who is sitting next to you, who is beside you, who is in front of you, who is behind you. This is not the time for us to begin to ramble around, fight and pass all kinds of things. Speak less, listen, be a good listener. Always pay more attention to your environment, the car you jump into, the bikes you ride into, the keke marwa you ride into. Be conscious of your environment. With this, I hope and pray we'll see you all the new year. My name remains Emeka James Madu, a security consultant. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Emeka James Madu, security consultant and founder of DOM Global Support Foundation, for sharing your expertise and giving us practical knowledge that can save someone's hard-earned money this festive season. To our listener, remember, scammers thrive where people are distracted. Stay alert, double-check everything, and when in doubt, don't make payments, don't click that link, and don't share personal information. This has been your festive season safety spotlight on Breakfast Show, Coal City 929 FM, Radio Nigeria, Enugu. Producers have been Jude Obu and Anayo Egere. Supervisor Kate Nebo, General Manager, Coal City FM, Enugu. Executive Producer, Zonal Director, Radio Nigeria, Enugu National Station, Dr. Ikechukwu Eze. I am your presenter, Ngozi Ebo. Thank you for listening.